Okay, let's talk about something that can literally bring a massive industrial plant to its knees: its filtration system. It might not sound glamorous, but when it comes to how these systems are chosen, there are really two completely different philosophies at play. One is all about winning a price war, and the other, well, it's about winning the long game. Let's dive in.
And you've got to understand, the stakes here are just immense. There's a saying, when filtration struggles, everything feels it. And that is no exaggeration. A single problem with a filter can set off a nasty chain reaction, It can kill your production numbers, blow up your maintenance budget, waste a ton of energy, and even get you into hot water with compliance.
And that's why, for the really tough industries, we're talking cement, steel, chemical production, filtration is so much more than just a simple purchase. The leaders in these fields, they get it. This isn't like buying a part off a shelf. It's a huge strategic decision that echoes through the entire operation.
See, the best operators don't view filters as just another line item in the budget. To them, it's essential infrastructure. You have to think of it just like the power grid or the water supply to the plant. If it goes down, everything grinds to a halt. It's a core part of the plant's health, plain and simple.
So let's look at the first philosophy, which is by far the most common one out there. We're going to call it the low quote strategy. This is the approach you're going to run into most of the time, and its entire game is built around one thing and one thing only: that upfront price. The whole goal here is to be the lowest number on that quote sheet, period. It's a fundamentally reactive way of doing things. A supplier playing this game usually only shows up after the alarm bells are already going off. A filter has failed, emissions are out of whack, or the system pressure is way off. It's all about selling a product to fix a problem that's already happened. And right here, this is where you can see the two worlds just completely split. I mean, look at this. On the left, you've got the low quote strategy. It's reactive, it's transactional, and it's all about just selling a product. But on the right, you've got the reliability strategy. It's proactive, it's based on partnership, and its goal is to actually shape a long-term strategy. These are not just different sales tactics. They're completely different ways of thinking about the business. So let's flip over to that second column and really dig into the alternative: the reliability strategy. This whole approach is built on a foundation of deep technical knowledge, dependable performance, and a long-term view that goes way, way beyond just one single purchase order. Instead of just reacting to failures, this philosophy is all about preventing them from ever happening in the first place. The goal is to show up early, to really understand the whole picture of the operation, and to design a system that is stable and predictable from day one. So that sounds good, right? But what does this actually look like in the real world? Well, it all kicks off with a really deep diagnostic dive. And the questions being asked here are a world away from, so what's your budget? First things first, you have to understand the material itself. What kind of dust or particulate are we talking about? Is it super abrasive? Is it sticky? What are its chemical properties? The filter has to be perfectly matched to the unique challenge of that material. Next, you got to look at the environment inside that system. Are we talking about extreme temperature swings? Is there a lot of moisture in the air? Because believe me, those conditions have a massive, massive impact on how well a filter performs and how long it's going to last. And it's not just about the filter media itself, right? It's about how the entire system breathes. You have to understand how the air and all those particles are actually moving through the ducts and pipes if you want to design a solution that's actually going to work. And honestly, this might be the most important question of them all. You have to talk to the people who live with this equipment every single day. What are the real-world headaches the maintenance team is dealing with? Their experience from the front lines, that's the most valuable data you could possibly get. So it all comes together in a pretty clear three-step process. It starts with that deep diagnosis we just talked about. Then that diagnosis informs a design that's built for the real world, not some perfect laboratory. And this is critical. It doesn't just end when the installation is done. It becomes an ongoing partnership that's focused on success for the long haul. And the result of all this work? You get a solution that's truly battle-ready. It's designed from the ground up to handle the messy reality of a plant running at full tilt. The intense heat, the abrasive dust, the chemical exposure, all of it. In other words, it's designed to last. So, Let's talk about the bottom line. What does all this actually mean when it comes to the numbers? Because while the upfront cost might look a little different on paper, the long-term payoff is where the reliability strategy just completely changes the entire conversation. There's this quote that every plant manager just knows in their bones. Stable systems beat constant troubleshooting every time. Think about it. The amount of time, money, and sheer stress that gets burned chasing down and fixing problems that pop up out of nowhere, it's a huge drain. A stable, predictable system isn't just a nice to have, it's infinitely more valuable.
And that stability pays off in real, tangible ways. It means fewer surprises, which means way less unplanned downtime. It means your whole operation just runs smoother, more predictably. Your systems do what they're supposed to do, which lets you plan better and get a longer service life out of your parts. And hey, if a problem does pop up, you've got a partner who already knows your system inside and out, which makes finding the solution so much faster.
Ultimately, it all comes down to these three massive pillars: uptime, safety, and compliance. For any serious industrial operation, these are the absolute non-negotiables. A strategy focused on reliability is designed to deliver on all three.
And that leaves us with one final thought, one that kind of reframes this whole debate. It's not really about the price on a quote sheet. The real question you have to ask is this: what is the true cost of a surprise? The true cost of an unexpected shutdown, a safety incident, or a compliance failure? That's the number that really matters.